Well, so I mean, time to about time to begin, I think. So I'm just gonna wait. I wait to see it start. Okay, I'm gonna count down before I start to, you know, do this. So I'm well. Let me explain first. So I'm gonna be recording a new ranked video. So that'll be fun, and I'll explain others in the actual when I record this video intro. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, Bush lovers? And today I'm back for another video, and today we're going to be playing some ranked Fortnite. Today I'm here because I have been struggling in ranked, kind of. So if you don't know and haven't played ranked at the start of this season, you would know that for the longest time, the system that ranked was operating on was very broken. So last season, if I remember, I played 55 games. It took me 55 games to get from Silver 3 to Diamond 3. I started at Plat 1. I've already played 58 games this season. And the reason why is that, well, one, you were losing percent from protected games, you were losing percent for top 10s, like everything was just really out of whack when it started. And now we're here. But now since I've come back from my trip, I've managed to hit a plat 3 0%. So I decided that I'm not gonna hit diamond. I'm just gonna start recording this at plat 3 0%. And I I'm just gonna try to hit diamond too. So let's begin. Okay, so if you're watching this video, you're going to you then just for you to know that a much longer version of this is probably actually maybe not much longer, but at least a longer version of this is also available as a stream VOD. I don't usually delete my stream, so you can still watch it on the original live stream recording of this on YouTube. So my audio is slow. Let's see, I'm gonna land over here. I think I might have figured out how to drop this. Dropping is really weird now since they added the new zero build features with the free fall and stuff. It used to be 900 meters as the round, basically perfect drop. But now it's kind of like around closer to 1,000 and just skydiving straight down. Because you can just drop down like that. And you can of course still mess up because I have no idea how to do this still. With 1,000 meters it works for me sometimes. And other times it doesn't, so like I need to get this way more consistent now. So I'm just gonna go loot around here. So this is not gonna go nicely. Okay. Sad. That's sad. He's hoping I find a pump. I forgot, I don't need to reload this. This is an auto reloader. Oh, the fish. This is a different guy. Where's this guy? Oh. There we go. Okay. Not bad now. I already used 82% of this. No idea where this other person went. But they're not around here anymore, it seems. Honestly, if I were them, I would have done something like that. Grabbing, I would probably already ran. Always forget that. Yeah, it seems like finding this guy is gonna be well, I'm gonna try to move in towards Frosted Flats. I forget about this person used so much of this. I'm gonna try to avoid using this unless I need it. You know, I want to like burn this out until it's over, or closer to when it's over. There's somebody over there. I thought I saw something. I thought there was people fighting closer to around there. Which means they're like right next to me probably. Because of how visual audio is now. Oh. There's somebody over there. Great. Are there chests in the ice cream cone? I didn't know the ice cream nuts. In the ice cream soup. Where this wasp, but I could use some other shotgun. Oh, yeah, I should probably check where I know it is. Oh, but I'm saying I don't know it's there. Yeah, I don't know where this person is. But I like the most though about this season is that it means that there were the fish camp. Is that like fish camp that actually learned how to play this one? Um, this is why I probably shouldn't be talking. That's only a 1 placement bonus, I think. Yeah, 40%. Okay, but I mean, it's 5 games, right? I don't know. Yeah, let's go. I should like return to the good old days when I said on to the next one and stuff. That'll be fun. Last year, you guys are like, not last year. Yeah, actually, it was last year, I think. No, it was 2 years ago. It was not long ago. These were so much more fun to make 2 years ago. I might do a live stream the next season when that comes out, maybe. I thought for releasing new seasons on Fridays or Saturdays, but they're going back to Thursdays again, so yeah. So if I do a stream that day, it's gonna be like really short. Probably, actually, maybe not. I don't know. I think I'll probably be able to do live streams every time. I do love those. I still can keep one tradition. And the only reason I do this is actually so I know when to actually too, like when the next game starts. I don't like when I'm actually like by when the next game starts or something. Or like if I start saying stuff and really randomly I just start doing something else. But I guess it's time to say the thing. Okay, let's keep on going through. So let's keep on doing this. So yeah, I take a really weird. I don't even know if it can even qualify as a loot path. Because like the two places I actually loot are like so far away from each other. It's like from here, like around here to there. And then of course and then of course I have my some other ones. I think it's better to just do this actually. So I can just drop down now. Okay. I hit. Okay, I don't care anymore. Hit the glider, and it didn't. And then it started to glide, and then didn't. So, ouch. Okay. On to the next one, I guess. Let's go. Okay, so. Yep. Good thing it isn't before the recent update. Otherwise, that would have been down like 50%. So, actually, probably. Actually, I'm being too generous. It would have been down like 120% or something. It would have sent me. It would have sent me down a whole rank and then down even farther. So that's a more positive way to think about it. I don't know what it is. Whenever I play this game, but first game is always the best, and then it takes me a couple of games to get back on, and then I get rank lost second game, and then it takes me 3 games to get back closer to the first game. Every single time I play ranked, so yeah, that's fun. So time to just keep on waiting. I love that so much. I love that so much, man. That's so fun. So also I've been like just looking and planning for how I'm gonna do my next for the upcoming months. I'm planning on how I'm doing it. As of right now, it seems really likely that if I do release the next Fortnite video, it's coming out in like, which I probably am. It's coming out in like September or October. Because it's getting decent views actually. It's more successful than some of my last videos, to be fair. Yeah, I'm not doing this again. Not that dumb. See, I learned from my mistakes. So therefore I'm always learning. Okay. Bro, why aren't you moving that much? Why was he just jumping straight up in town? when I was in water and swimming. So what? That's like minus 20%. Oh, only so. Is minus 7% like the max now? I thought I would get lower because of consistent having two bad games in a row. Okay, don't mind that much then. That's another game to cut from the video. So I pretend like I actually I did well every single game. In reality, it's horrible. I actually do not do that. Like at the end battle games. But like if I'm getting like lost one games, I'm probably gonna cut it out if the video's getting too long. Because when I design a video, I try to design it like to be. Because like me personally, I prefer longer videos. But I know a bunch of Fortnite YouTubers find more success with shorter videos, and a bunch of and a bunch of people in the content, Fortnite content space just like shorter videos. So to do that, I kind of just compromise and try to keep it somewhere between 27 minutes and 44 minutes, around there. I usually end up cutting out like somewhere between half and 2/3 of the overall recording. It just depends on how it's going. Also, since also like what I'm saying, a bunch of what I'm saying is I'm not gonna make the video. But something I do. Well, I mean something for you to know if you haven't actually watched my videos for a long time, like or if you're just more relatively newer to the channel, just haven't watched some of my older videos, which is probably about no one. I mean, I think since I made my Chapter 6 series, I've gained a total of 1 subscriber, which was yeah, that was interesting. But basically, I've now so I've held multiple uh Fortnite accounts technically. Like so basically I've held multiple Fortnite accounts that I've had. This is like the only one of this is my third one and the only one I've actually used. I actually still use. I because the first two aren't technically mine also. They never were technically, so yeah. But basically give me a second. Basically I am so basically I've only been so I mostly played on console. I believe because when I started playing, also the reason I have multiple accounts in the first place is if you didn't know, at the start of Fortnite there was no cross progression or anything, which was really stupid. But so I ended up having to create a total of three. So I ended up creating a total of 3 accounts, and once I had cross progression, I just basically made this one. And this one is tied to my, uh, this one was tied to my Switch originally and then to my Xbox. And when I used to record videos, I actually, did it by recording, when I used to record, like when I started recording videos, I had it because my computer couldn't handle it or anything. Like, because I actually did try playing on a computer before Xbox, and learn keyboard and mouse then. But like the only reason I never really did that was because of the simple fact of my computer at the time couldn't handle it. He's down below me. I knew he was there. I might actually be. This is why I don't. I don't know. I think it's just the. I think I'm just still de-resting from the vacation I went on. Okay, there's the bigger loss I was expecting. I had a bonus tier. Oh, that was only a 6% loss. That's something I'm at 33. But this is so basically I started playing keyboard and mouse like chapter 6. I finally made the swap because I had to get a new PC to record videos because like my PC was actually like started to corrupt some of my recordings and stuff. So I ended up just getting a new one, and that's also why there isn't a. I never made a second Arca video because I actually recorded a full video, but the entire video is like just corrupted and stuff. So and like I just didn't have enough motivation to get all the way back to that point. So I just basically just didn't continue it. I might continue it during Arkham's next anniversary, whenever, like, in like 3 years, but probably not. But yeah, I started playing this back in Chapter 6 Season 1 on keyboard and mouse. I played like the first half of Chapter 6 Season 1, none of Season 2, none of the Star Wars season. I didn't even know there was a Star Wars actually I did know there was a Star Wars season, but like I didn't know that was like season 2. I thought that was just season 3. I mean, I didn't know it was a mini season. I thought it was actually just season 3. I'm like, wow, they're spending a whole like 3 or 4 months on it. And then I learned that it was not just a mini season. I played in some in Chapter 6 Season 3. I started playing more actively in. I was gonna start running for tournaments again in Chapter 6 Season 4. But then I learned that but then I learned there are new changes to tournaments and stuff to play cast, and I wanted to start trying to learn how to cast tournaments worked and stuff. And also the Solo series is starting, so I try to do that, but I then learned you had to play 14 tournaments in 180 days. And then I started playing like the first season I played fully since then was the Simpsons season, which was great. That's where all my passing comes from. I'm not full drop right now. I need to like gain some rank back and stuff. I'm still so let's do that. Hiya, I'm doing good. How are you? So I'm just going to keep on going. I've never been over here actually, so there's a chest around here. Okay. No. Will I land here again? For me, the hardest part about learning keyboard and mouse recently has just been getting used to mouse weight and stuff. Because if you don't know and can't hear it, I actually like I might need to see if there's like heavier mice or something, because I just like anytime I start moving it, I end up just lifting like the entire mouse up and then setting it, and I just end up setting it back down. So I think I should get a heavier mouse, because I think that's probably bad for something. Oh, please, please. Like, that, that was like all my fault. That one. Let me check my suit. Okay. Today has not been going well for ranked for me. Which is unfortunate. First time I've found a game like almost installing. Honestly, whenever I record a ranked video, I usually set out a goal and then set out to get at least a couple games in of the rank below the goal. So honestly, I don't even care if I really end up hitting Diamond 2 for my goal. as long as I just hit uh, Diamond 1 and then get like 3 games and I should be good. But also I might end up doing it. I have to do a second stream of this depending on how late it gets. But I'm gonna need to eat. So I have to actually get enough percent like a couple of hours. I think that's what I should be aiming for from now on. I didn't even know you could do that. Here on this channel, we don't do cool stuff on purpose. We do it on accident. I'm gonna just this assault rifle with Chaos Explorer is not good anymore, really. Okay, swap actually do this and swap around my loadout. I'm actually gonna be able to show you how bad my amazing, actually no, I mean how good my amazing loot path is. You see. Okay, we don't talk about this, okay? Like we go in between the trees, okay? Gonna go down a little bit of that tree. We're gonna go, keep going forward, put down some of this tree, miss entirely. That was on purpose, you see? Because if it was on purpose, how would I be able to say it? I knew what I was doing, see? Also, like, I haven't found a single, like, any overdrive grenades at all today. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem is that my ping keeps going up to 100 when I'm not looking at it. Because I've been having ping issues lately, since the season started. Because I used to be consistently getting below 20 ping, and now I'm getting like. Now that I started seeing I was averaging 30. I didn't mind that much, but now like, well, like wait, last season I was averaging 30 and stuff. I didn't mind, but now I'm getting like. Now when I'm not looking, it just turns into 120 or something. I wonder if that's what happened in that one game I played earlier. And then was replacing my walls until like a couple seconds after that. Actually, probably isn't happening. I should put this medkit and replace that with my burst rifle. That would have been an actually smart move. I forgot that this section was in the circle. It's like, what? What happened? I'm gonna get some more mats swapped over to brick, and after I farm this, I'm then going to go into my secret invisible chest. Go to my secret invisible chest, which I love my secret invisible chest. And after that, I'm gonna start taking some fights with some people. Like I said, this game is just meant to recover my ring. All my invisible chest is in here today. First one already opened it and grabbed all the loot. Honestly, hard to tell. I really hope I can have a video one day of just showing you just opening that secret chest. I actually wonder if I know I discovered it before I made that part of my loot path and stuff, because I almost always go there now. I wonder how I don't actually remember when I discovered it before then. Something I always forget to do when I'm building is not boxing in, like unless I'm in a fight, like I always, then that makes sense. I always forget to go into a 2x2 or anything. I'm always like boxing myself into a 1x1, which is like pretty stupid. So there's some people over here somewhere for a third party maybe. Okay, so okay, that was not a good idea. Yeah, I don't know where this guy is anymore. I think he's shocked waves over there. That's my shot. The thing is, I'm practicing aiming now also. I'm still failing at aiming. Let's go. That's like percent of some kind. Oh, that's why you respond. I just realized the person I was trying to talk to was speaking Spanish, because when I looked over there, it was automatically translated to English for me. But that's probably why they didn't respond. He didn't respond. I mean, I'm assuming it's a he because it says his name is Steven. But that actually explains some things. I mean, I guess we might have learned some English, but I mean, might miss some, I guess. Sometimes I can just start making like random impressions of voices, and then I do it for so long that I end up sometimes forgetting what my own voice sounds like. So yeah, that's kind of fun. So I end up having to like pull one of my videos or something, and then I just make an impression of my own voice. That's happened to me twice actually. I end up actually recovering it to how my voice normally sounds like. No, because somehow when I do because when I, to be honest, my YouTube videos are actually more of impressions on my voice than me making an impression on my YouTube video. Because the way I normally talk is not how I normally talk on a YouTube video. I on YouTube, like in real life, I talk in a much deeper pitched voice and stuff. Unless I wanted to start teasing someone. Where's... Go in the building. How? Oh, okay. That's now my YouTube video play of the year right here. My YouTube play of the year. I've actually had like some insane good plays, but anytime I do good plays, it's never actually in recording. Oh, and I'm just gonna, man, if this video's has a bunch of recording put into it, I might just cut to me dying, so you guys like cut to me already being dead, so you don't have to see the embarrassing way I end up dying. Also, don't ask why I play worse in YouTube videos. Like, I will never know the answer to that. Like, you would think I would be playing so much better. I do not. I'm gonna actually probably try to fix that in my next series of videos. Or it's not really my next series of videos, but like my next series of streams, which I decided that I'm basically gonna do a bunch of recordings in July to try to like okay. No, I don't have Sprite. I don't have many sprites. I barely played there's no sprites in ranked. So like the only sprites that I really have are like some of the common ones, and then like a couple of other after that. Because I don't really play much I don't play much of non-ranked games. So I would, I really don't like Fortnite's decisions. Like I understand not having the extraction stuff in ranked and stuff. I still feel like that you should be able to like find sprites and be able to use them like in the game you're playing. I also don't understand why they didn't have why they chose to just not have rivalries in ranked. That was also pretty dumb. Actually, last season was like the only time I actually sometimes chose not to play ranked battle royale because most of the time I just play only ranked battle royale. Last season was the only time I didn't because rivalries were so much more fun than ranked. And honestly, it just felt like last season, ranked felt like Shadow 7 Season 1 ranked, except lower and different loot pool. I keep my overdrives. Let's see anyone. I know this like just happened. Yeah, I heard some gunfire. Yeah. Oh no, actually, I'm gonna grab this. What is this fucking? I thought that was a different one. But, yeah. How do I have max metal? I could have moved my stairs. That's it. That's play shit. 4 kills, 26. Okay. I don't even. He had 4 kills. I don't mind that. Died to him now. I mind dying to people when I like know. Like when I know someone's like really like much worse than me, I like really like kind of just start getting offended, dying. But like the case is now that Fortnite is like more skill level based, like ranks is based off of skill rating. I actually don't really. I actually just mostly die to people much better than me because somehow my skill range like so much higher than I feel like it should be. I think my skill rank honestly should be like way below 1,000, but I think mine's at like 1.3 thousand right now. And I was just like playing only against Elite and Real. I think that people weren't understanding how skill ranks worked. So before I actually started to hide ranks. But yeah, Fortnite like added skill ratings earlier this season and stuff to put people into that, but nobody actually understood that. And everybody thought skill rating for just the ratings you had to be in a certain rank. No, my skill rating in ranked, for example, comes to between like somewhere between like Elite to Unreal. I've somehow never had to face an Unreal Legend player. If I played NA West, I probably would have faced like plenty of Unreal Legends players though. Because that is a much smaller region. Like every time I'm like, oh yeah, I love, I can't wait to make a new video. Also, I then just like always tend to forget how much I don't like making videos while I'm making them. Like I don't even like like I don't typically like if I make a really good video and like it gets or like just a okay video, but it gets good views. Uh, I actually like start to like the video I made. But like I don't typically like the videos I make. Like making videos unless I get like a nice performing video. Also, despite how I normally aim for videos to be 27 to 44 minutes, for some special cases, I will allow videos to be longer if it's like, oh yeah, I know I'm barely gonna make a new video. Like a Fortnite videos, for example. Like I'm barely gonna make like a Fortnite video, so like I don't mind having like a Fortnite videos that are like 2 hours. They're like not 2 hours. Like an hour ish. I didn't break that if I did. That it normally does. First, I got a Chaos Exploder. Legendary, that's crazy. Would've been crazy in like before second nerf or third nerf. I don't know how many nerfs is gonna add. I think they nerfed it once when I feel like it really didn't need to be nerfed because it already was pretty much bad. But like, yeah, that was kind of sad. I'm just gonna go for this. Feel like just give myself more health and shield. Shield. This is trying to with my loot order and stuff, and some guy just stuck up on me. Finally. I don't know where this guy came from, so I don't know if I should really care. I'm not gonna use this in case I can find like some of the other stuff. Also, there's a reason I don't carry also, if you want to know the reason I don't carry medkits, well, it's not like purposely like playing this just to be safe and camp out in the storm, which I don't like doing. I did a bit before to like recover rank because it was kind of dumb. But like I don't like doing it. And stuff like that, I find it pretty cheap to do. But I don't carry medkits because it's actually technically worse to do. Because if you didn't carrying medkits, you get worse. It's better to carry mostly like monies and big pots and other shield items if you don't find a chug jug, and then get medkits much later. Okay, there's somebody right here. I should have blocked it off. Okay. Okay, I guess time for another game. I'm gonna take a break from talking for a second. I don't know if I've actually mentioned this in a video since my Lego Fortnite video, because I know I talked about my Lego Fortnite video like one other video, but it's just really dumb how you, I don't know, like, yeah, like for instance, kind of dumb how they decided to remove the hunger thing. I'm gonna make that I kind of like Golden Grove, like nothing bad actually has ever happened to me ever since I've like in my entire history of playing at Golden Grove, or like right around it, nothing bad has ever happened to me in a game. Like until like much later into the game, like I should probably land at Golden Grove more. Like these are like one of my best games there. I could land right here. I think I'll perfectly be able to main pawn. There we go. I don't know why it stops my guns around like every time. Like it stops my guns around to make me hold a Chaos Exploder. I like never want to hold a gun. Right now, because Chaos Exploder is like really, really bad right now. doing this to get some early mats. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this. What's really embarrassing is despite having had my keybind streams for a decently long time, I still haven't really fully adapted to them. Because I'm gonna change it to remove them entirely, but like I saw them as backups just in case my new muscle memory doesn't, just because my muscle memory hasn't kicked in yet. Somebody's around here. I want to get more percent this game. I'm gonna wait. Why is this person full mining trees? There I go, enough distance. That wasn't the person I was hoping it was. Okay. Proof of B. Okay, that's proof of the Golden Grove plot armor again. Okay, I just want to get it next. That pause right there. That is exactly the pause that I deserved. Grove plot armor is half real. Oh yeah. If you guys are looking for a new like shooter game to try out, that mine actually #1 recommendation as right now is like trying out the finals. By the way, we're not gonna talk about like the game I consider my 13th to be, because like I don't count the first game that puts you in, because it's like other that isn't the tutorial. I don't count like the game after that that forces you in to unlock other stuff. I don't count that as the first game I played, for the main factor is that I'm pretty sure it was all bots that game. That I'm like only 6% sure. But like if you want to try out a new game, my recommendation is trying out the finals. It's pretty fun. Fun, organized yet chaotic. It's kind of like Fortnite in that sense, except it's very different. It's like it's not like a hero shooter. It has some elements. They've added more hero shooter-ish elements to it and stuff than there were with from what I can tell, because apparently play styles are used right now, like they now preview what's called play styles. Apparently, I didn't know that was actually was not the game at launch. That's probably why it's wasn't as popular though, because they made it way less accessible without it. But like, it's not really like, I mean, there's like 3 classes, but it's not like a hero shooter or anything. It's like you can pick up your own customization for like, each class. So some class has exclusive weapons. Like you basically pick out your loot and other stuff. It's pretty fun. Of course, the role I'm probably gonna be stuck playing out throughout for most of my experience is probably gonna be probably gonna stay as medium in that game because I'm too stupid to play something with low HP, and I don't like having good movement. So medium gives me some HP, and also gives me some movement. But I do understand the fun with people with heavy, and I would personally, if I didn't know how I like act in games, I would actually play play light. But it's just the fact that I know exactly how I would act that I play as that I don't play light. Again, there's still some fun I know that there is to be had. And this actually, I think I actually know the real reason why I play worse in videos and streams and stuff. It's just because I don't shut up. Oh, that was the rank up kid. See, you rank up when you admit that when making a video, you don't shut up. Oh, I killed someone in unranked, so I killed. So basically, the player I killed was a new player, newish player. That's not even a new player because they played last season at the battle pass, so I'm even more confused. Maybe a player who just got fed up with collecting sprites. Actually, I'm curious about my sprite collection. So yeah, I think the reason they don't have sprites though in ranked is because of this sprite though. Imagine playing a tournament, like every pro is going after the sprite, because once you get to, and then after they do that, they're gonna basically be opening a bunch of chests to try to get it to max level. Because like after it's max level, it's just kind of done. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to playing actual games. But yeah, King Sprite is probably the reason sprites aren't in ranked or competitive. I mean, maybe if they're in zero build ranked, don't know. I don't think they are though. But King Sprite is the only reason I can understand, for builds at least, not having sprites in competitive, because like it just deals a bunch of damage to structures once you get it to max level. It's one taps any wall, and you're basically either gonna be stuck holding the walls, or you're just going to have to, or you're gonna lose the wall, or you're just going to have to accept your fate and have to fight them. I have to just straight up take a 50-50 with them. My experience. I actually think I actually think that was the match I understood. It was actually in a video I played. That was That's a decent death. Big video. Yeah. Let's see. Ugh. Let's see this now. I think I went to at the deck. Honestly, this entire stream is, I think it's like nearly the perfect definition of my everyday Fortnite ranked experience. Have a really good game, have a bad game, have a bunch of middle ground games, and then randomly just get a bunch of good games in a row to rank up. I should rank into Golden Grove. Since we proved that. Since I would now finally able to confirm that it's near impossible for me to die at the start and go on. Actually, it probably is impossible for me to die at the start and go on Grove. Oh. I tried to free fall down and it mantled. Because I didn't realize it said mantle when I hit space. So yep. That is perhaps the most generic that's like the most generic, stupid death I've had. Honestly, like half of my death I think come from me just like skydiving down and then or not even skydiving down, like half my deaths just come from me like trying to do something and I keep like hitting the rope and I keep like either fat fingering one of these keys. Like sometimes I try to bring out my shotgun and I end up bringing down my bring out I think my floors. Yeah. I think it's what I do sometimes when I do shotgun. And then sometimes when I'm swapping out to my spray weapon, I instead end up hitting my pickaxe key. And then sometimes I'm trying to do something like, and sometimes like trying to use one of my interact buttons, and I end up messing that up. And this season, excuse me, this season is is that when I try to crouch half the time I'm just I because of the how weird the gauntlets work, I'm just I start using the gauntlets to slide around. Wait, gauntlets, boots. I keep thinking of chapter 7 season. I keep thinking of last season and chapter 5 season 3. Yeah, I think like most of my streaming experience actually does come from chapter 5 season 3. One. When you're in doubt, my advice is to land at Golden Grove. Nothing bad will happen. Or land right by. Nothing bad will happen, probably. Ah. Okay. I think I forgot that I haven't stopped playing and started playing again. This normally would happen when I do that. I think I think no wait, because I would have had a good first game at that time. So I just had to start playing bad again. Okay. I think I have like another game left in me. I'm gonna try to play this game today so I don't derank after just achieving new rank. Well, not new life. I get this rank consistently like every season. This is so much. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I needed to stop for a second to like calm down. I'm like mostly calmed down now. I'm gonna just try to play it safer last game. Like not here, here. Just play out, try to play it all out. Just really learn and stuff, which is kind of understandable. This is how I would normally talk in a stream, just really lower pitched and stuff. But like, in videos I talk like way higher. This is much closer to my how my actual voice sounds. And streams are way closer to how my voice sounds because I just try to act calmer and less high energy so I can hold it out longer. Because that's why sometimes I have to go, but sometimes I. So like I was gonna try to because I was playing on this being a short stream. I was gonna because I was recording a video. I was gonna try to talk lower and stuff. I mean like higher. But like yeah, I just didn't end up doing it. Funny enough, this is despite this having like many more games than last time I did a ranked video. And my last ranked video was a reload ranked video. Funny enough, like doing I'm like, this is the same time with way more games. So that's ironic. I'm gonna just use Flex SMG. I didn't realize that's a Chaos Exploder, but I thought that was the bore. Honestly, I know most people would probably never like actually really think this, or like not like they wouldn't think it, but like necessarily, but like because chances are they might think of it, but like actually making gaming videos, or really any video in general, they can be pretty hard. I've tried making a more traditional, like non-gaming video before, where you have to like script out a bunch of stuff, and it's just like a whole big thing for Warforged, just because of my memories of it. Warforged is my Chapter 5 nostalgia again. Because I've used this all the time in Chapter 5 Season 2. Yeah, but like, I never actually ever thought it like this until it was like growing up. Well, not growing up, like what really made me want to be a YouTuber was like watching a bunch of other game videos, and I was like, oh, that seems like it's a whole lot of fun. Like, I just get to play video games all the time, to add some commentary, and then people will watch me. But one, actually just playing the game commentary can be tiring in general. Like, I don't do commentaries, and then like I barely even commentate. But like I don't know what it is. That's like something, and he gets tired or something. And then editing is just so tedious and boring. Funny enough, the thing I actually like most about making a video isn't the gaming itself. It's just making the fun artwork. It's just making the thumbnails. I might start learning how to make thumbnails better and stuff. Because I really love making thumbnails and whatnot. But like, I might just start trying to learn how to make them better so I can have an excuse to spend more time making them. I wish that guy did what I did when I was criticizing him. Like, that guy who I was criticizing did what I did, and just it was like trying to avoid hitting it, but accidentally hit it, like I just did. Maybe I shouldn't judge people. And today I've learned a new life lesson: don't judge people unfairly. See, that's not a new life lesson I learned. I've known that. I don't even need to be rushing into the circle. I'm just gonna get one cats. I think this is so inconsistent. Sometimes it works first pick, and sometimes I have to double click. Like, I don't know. Oh. Why is it sparkling? I don't like being over here anymore. I messed up. Shoot. Let's see. Oh, wait. Forgot where I am. I don't even know what happened that time. I know I played that poorly also. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I actually played that really good. But like, I just kind of lost track of what was happening entirely. Let's go neutral. I love ending on a neutral point. Better than ending on a low point. That's what I like to say. I'm gonna wrap things up here. Right, yeah. So, people, for I assume I'm just gonna wrap up before the video. I'm gonna talk a bit more after editing this. So everyone, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, so if you would like, also like, want me to try doing this more, I might. It's fun to do. Well, not it. I don't know if fun's the right word. It's interesting to do. If I start doing this more often, I might just create a Twitch though, so I don't have like a normal video and then a redundant video like a live stream and then an edited version of the stream on like the same playlist or something. Or I might just remove live streams from the playlist or whatnot. I don't know yet, but I'll probably decide eventually later on. But I think I'm a bit done. Well, obviously be like end the video, but like yeah, then I'm a bit tired, so I'm gonna call this stream here. So let me start to get everything out to end it.